there is huge SummerSlam news that there are major WWE stars who will be leaving the company after the pay-per-view comes to an end. Now, you may have heard that there has already been strife behind the scenes between WWE and the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And this all occurred on the very same day that Vince McMahon retired from WWE. According to rumors, just prior to SmackDown starting, Brock Lesnar had a huge blow-up behind the scenes, and it was caused by the news that Vince McMahon was no longer going to be part of WWE. And Brock Lesnar got so angry and upset at that news that he yelled at WWE officials and said, "If Vince is gone, I'm gone." And he stormed out of the building and went back to his hotel room. And the rumor goes on to say that SmackDown went on the air live without Brock Lesnar being in the building. And of course, Brock Lesnar was scheduled to be on the show. Well, head WWE writer Bruce Pritchard actually went to Brock's hotel room, had a heart-to-heart conversation with him, and said, "We just need you for tonight and SummerSlam, and whatever you want to do after that, it's up to you, but we need you." Brock came back, and he came out at the end of the show and attacked Theory. And you have to remember, this happened a week before SummerSlam is to take place. In fact, there were rumors going around that WWE was going to announce on SmackDown that they were replacing Brock Lesnar with a different wrestler against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. And there is now new information stating that Brock Lesnar has agreed to appear at the SummerSlam pay-per-view and wrestle Roman Reigns. But he has told WWE officials that he no longer wants to be part of the company because, in his own words, that Vince McMahon was treated by many of the WWE higher-ups, including the board of directors. And Brock believed that Vince McMahon was innocent and didn't do anything wrong. And even if he did something wrong, he could apologize and promise never to do anything bad again, and he could remain on as the head of WWE. Brock is a very forgiving person. He believed that WWE officials could just forgive Vince McMahon for some of the wrongdoings he did involving WWE female employees. But WWE officials and the board of directors made it known to Brock Lesnar that they were not going to forgive Vince McMahon, that Vince McMahon did the right thing by retiring from the company, and they're never ever going to consider bringing Vince back. Well, Brock Lesnar is very, very angry, in his own words, how badly Vince McMahon was treated over this whole situation. And it could be that many fans agree with Brock Lesnar that Vince McMahon was wrongly treated, because if you look at the reaction that Vince McMahon got when Stephanie McMahon announced he was retiring, they started chanting, "Thank you, Vince." So Brock Lesnar said, "Okay, if Vince is gone, then I'm gone, and I'll wrestle at SummerSlam, but after that, I am leaving WWE." Ronda Rousey has released some very heartbreaking news about her future in WWE. At the upcoming SummerSlam pay-per-view, Ronda Rousey is scheduled to take on SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan. According to insiders, WWE officials told Ronda Rousey that she would defeat Liv Morgan and become the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. Ronda was very excited to get her title back, and she wanted to have an amazing match with Liv Morgan and make Liv Morgan look great. She wanted Liv to really take it to her and to beat her down, but Ronda also wanted to defeat Liv Morgan and come out on top. And that was a plan. Ronda was very happy about that. Liv accepted that. She didn't want to lose her title, but that sometimes that's just the way it is. You have to do what the bosses tell you. And Ronda was looking forward to SummerSlam. Well, now that a brand new rumor has surfaced, Ronda is now no longer looking forward to SummerSlam. That is because, unfortunately, WWE officials just told her they changed their minds and they want her to lose against Liv, which means Liv will retain the championship and Ronda will go home empty-handed. Ronda told officials in this meeting this was unacceptable, that she is a legendary female athlete and that it is just impossible for Liv Morgan to beat her 2 times in a row, and that it would really hurt her brand if she lost again. Well, WWE officials said, look, this is just the way wrestling works. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose 2 or 3 times in a row, and you kind of just have to do what we tell you, and if you don't like it, you can go home. Well, Ronda wasn't having any of that because she told them, I've made enough money where I never have to work ever again. I'm happy being a wife and a mother and staying home. I'm doing this because I love it. But if you're going to damage me by having me lose again and again, then I don't want to be here. I want to be here because I want to be a champion. And she ended the meeting by saying that unless WWE officials change their minds and allow her to win the championship against Liv, then SummerSlam will be her final match in WWE. And Ronda has shared this news with close friends and told them she is being mistreated by WWE and that she wants to leave the company, and she will do so after the SummerSlam pay-per-view. She's agreed now to take the loss, to be pinned by Liv Morgan, but she's not going to be happy about it. And because of this, her career in WWE is going to come to a sad end. And Ronda Rousey will retire from WWE. What are your thoughts about Brock Lesnar having a fight with WWE officials backstage and saying that he's leaving after SummerSlam? And what are your thoughts about Ronda Rousey retiring from WWE after her match with Liv Morgan at SummerSlam? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.